Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others is about the delicate balance between internal independence and external conformity. It emphasizes the importance of masking your true thoughts, beliefs, or intentions when it serves you, while outwardly blending in with the crowd. This law teaches that in order to navigate the complex web of social and power dynamics, you must avoid standing out in a way that threatens or alienates others. It's not about suppressing your individuality, but rather about protecting it by concealing it from those who might feel threatened by it. In any society, group, or organization, there are shared norms, beliefs, and unwritten rules that define what is acceptable. These norms create a sense of belonging and predictability, but they can also act as a cage, limiting personal expression and intellectual freedom. To openly defy or challenge these norms is to risk becoming an outcast, inciting envy, suspicion, or hostility from those who feel more comfortable conforming. The natural human response to someone who flaunts their difference is often resistance or aggression. This law warns that people are rarely tolerant of those who seem to openly reject the values or customs of the group, even if that rejection is subtle. In power dynamics, this instinctive resistance to difference is magnified. Those who seek power often rely on the support, goodwill, and cooperation of others. If you openly express opinions or behaviors that conflict with the prevailing culture, you run the risk of being marginalized or even sabotaged by those who perceive you as a threat. Even if your ideas or beliefs are superior, revealing them too openly can provoke insecurity and resentment in others, especially those in positions of authority or influence. The more you challenge the status quo, the more opposition you will face from people invested in maintaining it. To avoid this backlash, the law advises you to hide your true thoughts and blend in with those around you. Externally, you must adopt the appearance of conformity, agreeing with the group's values and following its customs, even if internally you hold different views. This keeps others from feeling threatened or defensive, allowing you to navigate social dynamics more smoothly. People are more likely to trust and accept you if they believe you are one of them, that you share their worldview and priorities. It is only by gaining their trust and respect that you can position yourself to influence them from within. This does not mean abandoning your identity or personal beliefs. It means being strategic about when and how you reveal them. There are times when it is advantageous to express your individuality or challenge the prevailing order, but this must be done carefully and selectively. Until you have the power, influence, or security to withstand opposition, it is wiser to keep your thoughts private while behaving in ways that are socially acceptable. Over time, as you build alliances and consolidate your position, you may gradually reveal more of your true self without provoking the same level of resistance. An essential aspect of this law is recognizing the importance of timing. Knowing when to reveal your true thoughts and when to conceal them is a matter of social intelligence. There are moments when challenging the status quo can be revolutionary and earn you admiration, but these moments are rare and risky. More often, maintaining a facade of agreement is the safest and most effective way to protect yourself and advance your goals. The key is to be observant, assessing the attitudes and expectations of those around you before deciding how much of yourself to show. This law also highlights the power of subversion through subtlety. When you adopt the appearance of conformity, you can still influence the group from within, slowly and imperceptibly guiding them toward your way of thinking. By appearing to be one of them, you gain access to their trust and their ears. You can plant seeds of doubt, raise questions, or introduce new ideas in ways that seem harmless and non-threatening. Over time, these small interventions can lead to significant changes in the group's direction, all without ever revealing that you were the source of the shift. At the same time, this law cautions against the temptation to flaunt your difference for the sake of ego. It can be tempting to distinguish yourself, to show off how unique, intelligent, or visionary you are, but this often backfires. People do not respond well to those who make them feel inferior or out of touch. By behaving like others on the surface, you avoid inciting jealousy, envy, or suspicion. This allows you to maintain your independence without drawing unwanted attention or creating unnecessary enemies. There is also a psychological element to this law. People tend to resist what they don't understand or what they see as a threat to their worldview. If you openly defy their beliefs, they will often become defensive and entrenched in their position. However, if you subtly introduce new ideas while appearing to share their values, they are far more likely to listen and eventually adopt your perspective. This is why behaving like others, at least outwardly, gives you a strategic advantage. It allows you to operate under the radar, influencing people without triggering their defenses. This law also applies in professional environments. In workplaces, teams, or industries that have rigid norms or hierarchies, standing out too much can be seen as rebellious or insubordinate. Even if your ideas are innovative, challenging the established order too directly can result in alienation or sabotage. By presenting yourself as aligned with the group, you can work within the system to achieve your goals, gaining the support and approval of key players along the way. Once you have built a reputation for reliability and trustworthiness, you can gradually introduce your true vision without facing the same level of resistance. In relationships, this law teaches the importance of blending in when necessary to build rapport and trust. People feel more comfortable with those who seem to understand them, who mirror their behaviors, and who fit in with their social circle. By adopting the same behaviors, attitudes, and values as those around you, you can more easily form bonds and establish influence. Once trust is built, you can introduce your own perspectives and ideas in a way that feels natural and non-threatening. Ultimately, Law 38, think as you like but behave like others, is about mastering the art of social camouflage. It teaches that external conformity is a tool for navigating the complexities of human relationships and power dynamics. By blending in and keeping your true thoughts private, you avoid unnecessary conflict and opposition, gaining the trust and support of those around you. Over time, this allows you to influence others more effectively, guiding them toward your goals without ever appearing to challenge or threaten their beliefs. It's a subtle but powerful strategy for maintaining personal independence while thriving within the confines of social expectations.